Welcome to this mysterious and perplexing topic of why we can't breathe while we drink. We've all experienced it, taking a sip of our favorite drink, only to feel like we're choking or struggling to breathe. But why does this happen? Isn't drinking supposed to be a relaxing and enjoyable experience? In this video, we'll dive deep into the science behind why drinking can cause respiratory distress, and what you can do to prevent it. So, hold on to your cups, because things are about to get confusing. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the first to see our latest videos. First, let's look at the anatomy of our respiratory system. Our lungs are responsible for taking in oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide, which is crucial for our survival. When we drink, the liquid has to pass through our esophagus, a muscular tube that connects our mouth to our stomach. This process can interfere with our breathing because the liquid can get into our windpipe, which is supposed to be closed off during swallowing. When the liquid enters the windpipe, it triggers our body's natural reflex to cough or gag. This is our body's way of trying to expel the liquid and prevent it from getting into our lungs. If we can't expel the liquid, it can lead to aspiration, which is when the liquid enters our lungs and can cause pneumonia or other respiratory complications. But why does this happen? The answer lies in the way our body coordinates swallowing and breathing. Swallowing requires a complex series of muscle movements, including the closure of our windpipe, to ensure that the liquid goes down the right tube. This closure of the windpipe is called the glottis, and it's supposed to open back up once the liquid has passed through. However, sometimes the glottis doesn't open up as quickly as it should, which can lead to the liquid entering the windpipe and triggering our reflex to cough. Now, let's hear a story from someone who has experienced the effects of drinking interfering with breathing. Meet John. John is at a party, and he's having a great time. He's drinking water and chatting with his friends when suddenly, he takes a sip and feels like he can't breathe. He starts coughing and sputtering, and his friends rush over to make sure he's okay. As it turns out, John had accidentally inhaled some of the water while he was swallowing. This can happen when we take big gulps of liquid or try to talk while we're swallowing. It can be a scary experience, but it's usually harmless as long as we're able to cough up the liquid and prevent aspiration. So, what can we do to prevent drinking from interfering with our breathing? One simple solution is to take smaller sips and swallow slowly. This gives our body time to coordinate swallowing and breathing properly, and reduces the risk of liquid entering the windpipe. It's also important to be mindful of how much we're drinking and to avoid drinking too quickly, which can increase the risk of aspiration. In conclusion, while drinking is usually a fun and enjoyable experience, it can sometimes interfere with our breathing. By understanding the anatomy and coordination involved in swallowing and breathing, we can take steps to prevent aspiration and enjoy our favorite drinks safely. So go ahead, raise a glass to good health, and sip slowly. That's it, we've reached the end of the video. If you made it this far, you're one of the best people out there. Before you go, make sure to give us a like to let us know you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions that pop into your head in the middle of the night, feel free to leave them in the comments below so we can answer them for you.